There are moments in people's lives that don't look like emergencies, but honestly, they really are. Hey guys, it's your favorite Healing Housewife, and I want to talk to you about mental health first aid. I, along with my mother, are now certified mental health first aiders. Those moments that may not look like emergencies, but they are. They look like silence or withdrawal. They can even look like I'm tired. Some even look like, oh, I'm good. I'll be okay. It's cool. A lot of us, really most of us, don't know what to do in those moments. So it gets weird. It gets awkward. And we don't know what to do, not because we don't care, but no one taught us. So I decided to learn and, of course, bring my mom along. I spent the day completing the mental health first aid training. 8 hours plus was dedicated to understanding what it actually means to support someone who might be struggling. So not to fix them, not to diagnose them, but to help in saving them and supporting them in a very real human way. Because the truth is, a lot of people are carrying things that we can't see. And as someone who's had her own mental health challenges, who is a suicide survivor, help is needed. Care is needed. Support is needed. And I'm so very glad that I got the training to be a part of that help, that care, and that nurturing for someone else. One of the biggest things I learned is that mental health support isn't about having the perfect words. It's about being present. It's about listening without rushing. It's about creating a space instead of trying to control the outcome of what one may be going through. We talked a lot about anxiety disorders. We talked a lot about depression, substance use, and what a crisis could look like, and how, of course, one can support someone going through a crisis. We also talked about how to show up without judgment, which is so important because mental illness, substance use disorders are so stigmatized that people are afraid to share what they're struggling with. We talked about how to sit with someone in discomfort without trying to immediately pull them out of it. And that's not always the easy part, but it's definitely an important part of being a mental health first aider, because most of us have been conditioned to fix, to solve, or to just move on, which of course makes it hard for someone to share their challenges that you can't see. But healing doesn't work like that. Support shouldn't work like that. For me, your favorite Healing Housewife, this wasn't educational alone. It was personal, because I know what it feels like to be on the other side of that moment of crises. To be the person who didn't have the words, who didn't know how to ask for help, who refused to ask for help because of the stigma, because of the shame, who needed support, but didn't always know how to ask for it or receive it in a way that I needed. So sitting in this training, learning how to be that person for someone else, it meant so much. I'm so impacted by it. It felt like becoming part of the solution in a way that's both intentional and responsible and safe. Now, let me be clear. This training doesn't make me a therapist at all, but it makes me someone who knows the signs and can support and get someone to where they need to be, because healing is communal, clinical, spiritual, financial, all of those things. It doesn't mean I have all the answers, but it does mean that I am more aware, more equipped, and more prepared to help and support. I'm more intentional about how I respond when someone is struggling, because I've been there. And honestly, we just need more of that, especially in the times that we're living in. We need more people who are willing to slow down, to pace ourselves, to pay attention, and to respond with care instead of avoidance, or to respond with care instead of pressure, because ignoring the signs doesn't make them go away. Mental health and mental illness is not just a personal issue, it's a community responsibility. We not only need better access, better knowledge, and better understanding, we need to be more aware. And support doesn't always look like big gestures. Sometimes it looks like asking one question one more time slower. Sometimes it looks like sitting a little longer. Sometimes it looks like listening a bit deeper. Sometimes it looks like saying, you don't have to go through this alone, and actually meaning it. This is just the beginning for me, but there's one thing I took from this experience. It's that showing up really matters. And learning how to show up, that matters most. Showing up in the right way for others will definitely save lives. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever been trained in mental health first aid? Have you ever heard of it? Are you interested in it? Let's talk. Like and subscribe for more. Healing Housewife out.